So in short, nag-viral siya and then I received tremendous backlash over that. So nagulat ako dahil I feel like my words were taken out of context and people were like, yabang mo, ba't ganyan, sinisita mo, kala mo naman sino kang magaling, mga ganun.
Anong oras ang brunch?
10.
Ikaw?
11. Pag nagyaya yung friends.
Gitna ako. Sige. Anong end ng brunch? At one point does it cross?
11:30.
It ends at 11:30?
Hindi pa ba? Oh, kasi
Sa akin
11:30 lunch na yun eh.
Hindi, feeling ko actually
Hindi, actually.
To be more specific about it, if kinumbay mo yung breakfast and lunch, brunch na yun. So kung anong oras mo man siya tinake, brunch yun.
And then pagka nag-brunch ka, kailan na yung next meal mo?
Dinner na, yeah.
Pero puro kape ako eh.
Or mini snacks throughout. Parang may merienda.
Kasi
Yeah.
coffee. Diba?
But it ends at 1 for me. Around 1, 2.
But
Little
you're a
snacks
brunch
on the
person
side.
or you're...
Brunch person because hindi ka kaya 3 meals a day.
Yeah, she said it was tea.
So usually, pagising, kakape muna. Pagkatapos magkape, feel good a little bit. And then you don't feel like eating heavy naman in the morning. So eventually, kakain ka ng brunch.
Ikaw ba nag-workout ka pa?
Ngayon, I try to go to UP and to run and to bike.
UP is
always my
go-to.
So, tumakasama ko mga isko
Yes.
at iska. Sa UP, hindi. Pangarap ko talaga mag-UP, sa totoo lang. Aaminin ko sa'yo ko.
Talaga?
Pumasa naman ako ng UP.
Wala man ako sinabi.
Pumasa naman ako ng
Wala
UP.
akong sinabi.
Pero kasi, that time, yung pinasa kong course, AB Psych.
Oh.
Tapos, second choice ko yun. Hindi ako pumasa sa BAA. Tapos, yung course ko sa Ateneo, business. So, management engineering.
MEE.
Tapos may scholarship pa sa volleyball.
So, kaya you went.
So inupo ako ng kapatid ko, nag-Ateneo and UP yun. Bakit ba gusto mag-UP? Ang sabi ko, kasi gusto kong matutong mag-commute.
Hindi, kasi...
Ang layo kasi ng commute niya sa UP.
Hindi, tapos...
Sabi mo gano'ng kalayo yung commute mo.
Sa?
Sa Ayala Heights ka, di ba?
Oo.
Oh, so isang tricycle yun.
Hindi mo kailangan pumasok ng UP para matutong mag-commute.
So kapag mag-immersion ka na lang sa UP, gano'n.
Wala kang sinabi, ha? Wala kang sinabi.
First time ko rin mag-jeep, natakot ako sa UP kasi lumalabas siya ng Philcoa. Papa-Philcoa. So, nung sumakay ako, akala ko sa loob lang siya ng UP. So, parang okay pa siya for me. Tapos bigla nung lumabas, kinabahan ako. Sabi ko, ba't lumalabas yung... Sabi ko, kuya, teka lang, ba't palabas yung ikot? Yeah, tsaka ito.
So, sinasabi ng lawyer brother ko na mas mapaprotektahan ng student rights ko sa Ateneo. Tapos, meron pang library, may gano'n. Tapos, meron na nga scholarship, and okay pa yung course ko. Tapos, bagay pa sa akin. Sa UP, nung time na yon, parang di pa yata masyado sa volleyball program. Di pa yata sila masyadong...
Parang wala pa yung VAAS. I think yung pa yung varsity.
Meron na.
Or meron na ba?
strong.
Okay.
Wala lang pera.
Kaya,
To be fair, sadly, it's, yeah.
but I guess at that time, perfect timing. Kasi nung pumasok ko sa Ateneo, sumakto yung Fab 5 namin, yung batch namin. And then, they were rebuilding the volleyball program. Tapos, ang ganda lang din nung pinuntahan nun.
I-shout out mo nga yung Fab 5 dahil si Marga is way too young to me.
No!
Fab 5.
I do.
No.
Oo nga pala, di mo.
Okay, so maybe, pwede naman, lay it out for me para
After 34 years, we were the first batch to bring Ateneo to its first ever finals appearance na back-to-back. Pero hindi kami nag-champion. Sa UAAP, sa Shakey's V-League, nag-champion kami. Ang nag-champion yung batch after us. Lasal.
Kalaktaw ka.
Oh, Lasal. Sige na nga. Ateneo, hindi naman bugbog. Ateneo, Lasal ang naglaban sa finals. Kaya, pumutok din yung volleyball in popularity. Dami na noon.
But Fab 5, I want you to mention it because there are PBL fans now who might
probably
still recognize. So,
yeah.
So, si Zier Vascio, Phil Kainglet Cayetano, Elise Nakatsi, ako, Jem Ferrer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Kaming 5. Tapos, ang natitira na naglalaro, meron pa ba? Si Jem Ferrer na lang.
Alam mo, alam ko yan. Kasi kanina tinanong ko si ChatGPT. Tinanong ko si Chat.
So, big fan of ChatGPT.
Sabi ko, did Gretchen
As
po
in.
actually ever win sa UAAP?
Ay, sa UAP, hindi.
Na,
Sa V-League.
Sabi nga ni Chat.
Tsaka sa Petron.
Sa PSL, Philippine Super League, professional league.
Kasi I was curious because everybody knows you as a winner. Right now, I mean,
Yeah.
in everything, in your career, in sports, in business,
Business
you're an
also.
entrepreneur, dami.
Even on media,
Pero ano
journalism.
pakiramdam ng talunan? Sa Lasal pa, of all schools.
Out of all the
Oo,
schools.
all schools. Ano,
Yun
ano,
talaga.
ano, hindi, but no, serious question. Do you remember how it feels to lose?
Siguro, alam mo yun.
Ewan ko, champion ng UP. Champion ng UP. As far
Actually,
as I'm
this year
concerned.
din. Nga kasi recently na lang din talaga bumabalik yung, I mean, ang UAAP in terms of like UP being back also. Yeah. So,
Hindi, but it's a
I
serious
haven't
question.
experienced. I mean, no. In all fairness, like, I think when I started in my freshman year in UP, dun nag-start at, sa UP men's basketball team, dun nag-start yung,
Yeah.
they were against Ateneo. So, it wasn't usually UP.
Ateneo
It wasn't
naman yung
usually
tinalo?
against LaSalle na. Usually, hindi na siya Ateneo LaSalle. So, naging UP.
So,
UP
pasalamat
Ateneo.
tayo kay Marga
Yes.
for
You're welcome.
mag-champion na
To answer
mag-facilitate.
your question,
Siyempre, sobrang, I mean, very painful for us because as an athlete, we revolve our lives around the sport. So talagang mula, may point pa 3 times a day kami nagtitraining. Parang pagkain. Tapos madalas pa kami nagtitraining.
That was on top of like studying.
Dun yung pagka talagang yung intensive training. Like for when we were in Thailand, so pagising namin, tatakbo na kami. Tapos sa lunch may training kami ulit. Tapos late hapon may training kami ulit. Sa Thailand, ganun. And then, during the season, UAAP, twice a day. So, sa umaga, mga 4 a.m., 4:30, nasa gym na kami for a 5 a.m. training. And then, we have a 5 p.m. training again. Tapos yung school. So, sanay ako na puno yung araw ko. Tapos, 2 training bookends. And then, when you're young, parang pakiramdam mo, yun ang mundo mo, yun ang buhay mo eh. Parang it's a determinant of who you are, like how you perform. And then, at the same time, millions are watching on TV, not just inside the arena, but also on TV. So parang, siguro yung bubog nun medyo malalim na nag-end kami na hindi kami nanalo. Pero feeling ko, yun din ang naging chip on my shoulder. Kaya din ako ganito. Kasi sabi namin lagi, if we probably had won the championship, siguro okay na kami. Kasi ayaw mo mag-end na yung final note mo to the public is that you lost.
But it did. I mean, I'm not saying that's the end of the story, obviously.
Oo.
But yung chapter na yon, when you say it was a chip on your shoulder, I mean, does that capture it? Does that expression capture it, or is there something na no, matindi talaga yan?
Yeah.
Especially for, how old were you by the time you graduated?
23.
So, my age.
23.
My age.
Kasi 5-year course ka. Ano
Ano nga ba? The chip on my shoulder is siguro to be honest, na-share ko naman na to sa media eh. When I was young, I actually never thought that there would be media coverage coming my way. Kasi nga, hindi naman sikat yung volleyball noon. So, nung nandun kami, during the 5 years that we were playing, we had to adjust from zero to hero. I mean, nobody watching us, and then suddenly very popular.
Yeah.
Parang, just imagine the mental troubles that we had and the pressure that we faced and the bashing that we got each time. Meron kaming maling serve, meron kaming hindi kami na-receive yung bola, hindi kami nakapag-block, talo kami sa laro.
Yeah.
Pag pumalya ka, magpakita ka ng konting kabobohan sa loob ng court, talagang mapapansin yan. And yung volleyball crowd is very critical. So ako, siguro because I was getting a lot of media attention, because lagi ako ini-interview, so there was a lot of pressure on me na probably also kasi parang the framing na pretty volleyball players to watch out for, yung mga ganyan.
Top 10
Diba,
sexiest volleyball players, di ba?
Which
No,
is-
I mean, seriously.
Oo, yung ganun kasi yung coverage dati. So, parang, syempre, alam mo naman ng mga tao, maghahanap ng puna.
Yeah.
Oo, maganda siya, pero magaling ba yan maglaro? So, laging ganun. Laging maganda siya, pero ganyan ba yan? Ay, konting hindi lang maganda yung laro, ay, bulok yan, ganun. So, ako, parang, I felt like, in a way, na I was depicted, or I was seen by the physicality,
Yeah.
na hindi ako nag-aayos ng college. As in, hindi ako makatingin kahit sa salamin.
Why not?
Siguro, hindi, nga ba?
I mean, even before the scrutiny
Yeah,
with yourself?
Siguro wala rin ako self-confidence. I was super hard on myself.
This was prior, like,
So, pag nagkakamali kami sa court, alam naman ako, kwento ko na ito ilang beses. I would come home and then my mom would be watching a replay of the game. And then she would say na, ito, mali mo sa ganyan-ganyan. So, parang pag-athlete ka, iniisip mo, nagre-replay na sa utak mo yung mali mo. Tapos pag uwi mo, gano'n ulit.
yeah.
So, parang wala talaga akong confidence nung college. So, wala talaga akong confidence. And then, I just knew that it should not be the end.
Oh, but all of this despite the fact that you actually got a scholarship. I
Yeah.
mean, that should have been some kind of a signal to you that
I know.
That's like you were
Because
capable,
I was
you
not
belong.
that way with him.
it's a sports scholarship, to be clear.
Yeah, athletic scholarship. I
Ah.
was not.
Parang I was not lacking in confidence naman nung high school. Nung college lang. Because probably, dahil bigla na lang kami binuhusan ng attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tapos parang, tapos usually kasi pagka yung parents mo ay athletes or they're used to being professional sportsmen, they know how to handle or train their child to how to deal with the feedback from others. My parents didn't know anything about that. So,
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't just your. I mean, there's an important framing here. I guess I
Yeah.
want to. What year was that? 2008.
Is it like 2012?
28 to 20.
2008.
20, oh, okay.
Diba? There's a framing there that actually Marga might be able to relate on the other
Yeah.
side, in the sense that Marga's a Gen Z.
Yeah.
She literally grew up na alam with social media.
Yeah.
Ikaw nag-straddle ka pa eh.
Yeah.
Ako, like, di ba? Tayo, sa
Including
generation natin.
sinama mo.
No, di ba? No, but there was really a time that we had no concept of what social media
Media
was
was.
and what it could do
Mhm.
in terms of the real time, not even day to day, minute by minute coverage. And yung pag-usbong mo, swak dun eh. Your generation of athletes, celebrities, personalities came at a time na there's this new platform,
Yeah.
there's new mode of how people can engage. So nobody was used to that. Not even, it wasn't just your parents. And certainly not you.
Probably. But also, if you take a look at the likes of Kiefer Ravena, he's probably very much used to the bashing and siguro sinabi na lang din ni Tito Mozzie, ni Tito Bong na, huwag mo nang pansinin yung mga ganyan. Pero kahit yung parents ko at that time, they were also affected by everything that was being said. Parang, pero ngayon, okay na, sanay na. Pero yun na nga, ganun yung training ko nung beating nung bata. Which prepared me for where I am now and the work that we do. But to be honest, I cannot imagine not having a sense of life without social media, which you guys have to deal with.
Now, yeah.
And the athletes now will have to deal with always being recorded, live streamed, on TV, on social media, always being on,
On, yeah.
right? Do you feel like you're performing
Yeah, at some point.
somehow?
That's why I was actually also gonna ask, like, how was the, because you were kind of pioneering that, from actually starting social media, and you guys were one of those like star athletes nga back then. So how was like the even like pioneering it? How did it feel like being watched by people and how did you handle it since even your parents, because kami parang as Gen Zers, medyo sanay na kami na, okay, this is how it's like. If I'm gonna post something, I have to be very careful with it. But then during your time, I'm not saying you're old, but I meant,
it's okay.
I don't mean it that way, but it's more
please
of like,
do.
no, but it's more of like, obviously there weren't really like ropes to it that, okay, if I post this, people are gonna share it. Unlike now.
It's good that you guys know na. You don't need to
Because we kind of grew up in it, but then for
I
you,
had
it
to go
was...
through so many, blunders online to learn all of that.
Like what?
Like, being too outspoken on social media. Kasi dati nagsimula lang to ng Friendster, Plurk. Kung naabutan nyo pa yon. Oh.
What is Plurk?
Tapos Twitter.
What?
Basta, alam mo yung parang, minsan may random thoughts ka na, post mo lang, tapos feeling mo lang, nag-express ka lang.
Yeah.
Parang status.
Yeah.
Tapos ngayon, as of this moment, ayoko na siyang gawin.
Yeah.
Kasi feeling ko, i-attack yung feelings ko and emotions ko, or parang I'm being too vulnerable to the public.
Yeah.
And then I also learned that less is more.
Is there a particular post? Is there a specific post that you remember that really parang na-traumatize ka na?
Joke ko eh.
January of 2024.
Hindi, yung nag-post ako, nag-comment ako, but a host should be accountable for their scripts.
Okay.
Parang you shouldn't throw your writers under the bus. Kasi I felt like that was what he did.
This was after the Golden Globes.
After the Golden Globe. So I commented lang, parang giving my take lang as a host. Hindi ko naman alam na parang ipipick up na lahat. Siguro kasi tayo mga nasa news, naghahanap tayo ng mga reactions, ginawa nating headline. Tapos sumakto ako dun sa gap na wala pang feedback from other people. So in short, nag-viral siya, and then I received tremendous backlash over that. So tinawag pa ako na mayabang, ganyan. Sa akin naman kasi, parang sa atin clear kasi na tinuro sa atin sa news na whatever we say on cam, we're responsible for as the last touch. In the same way that I do with events, ganon din. Pero nagulat ako dahil I feel like my words were taken out of context, and probably when you post kasi online, hindi mo naririnig yung tone nung nagsasalita. Kaya, so even if I was just, even if I was just chill about it, people were like, yabang mo, ba't ganyan, sinisita mo, kala mo naman sino kang magaling, mga ganun. Di ba? Parang, ay, teka lang, ano lang naman.
Pero 2024,
That was very...
I mean, you were talking about that prior to that. Especially during those days na you were an athlete, is there?
Dami. Kung maalala. So, sobrang dami. Basta alala ko lang, pag binabalikan ko yung mga dati kong post, nagki-cringe ako.
No, I get. Kasi syempre may mga filters pa yan na dating gamit.
Hindi, parang ba't ko sinabi to? Ano ba yan? Hindi, but also, it also comes with the realization that when you've graduated from college, you're so idealistic that you're advocating for this and that, and bakit ganito, bakit ganyan, mali yan, mali to, dapat ganito. And then when you grow up and you're exposed to different sides of a story, of an issue, you realize it's not always black and white. That I probably was more emotional back then than and falling for more clickbaits or headlines and the popular sentiment rather than really dissecting an issue for what it is. So that's why I appreciate being in the news, kasi parang feeling ko mas naiintindihan ko na ngayon kung paano pag may nangyayari, ay teka, wag muna natin husgahan to.
Judge it right away.
Basahin muna natin kung ano talaga to. Yun. Kaya marami akong mga pagkakamali noon.
Ngayon, Gretchen, do you still overthink when you post? Or it's like, usually, you're just like, okay, I'll just, if this makes me happy, I'll just post it. Or,
To be honest, I don't post that much na.
as compared to me before.
Bakit nga ba? Napagod na. Parang siguro,
I've been on social media so long
Yeah.
that I prefer living
In the moment.
in the moment rather than having to post everything.
Napagod ka sa engagement or literally wala ka ng oras?
Baka wala ring oras. Baka wala ring oras, pero mas gusto ko na yung naglalabas ako ng meaningful content. Like for example, from our show, mga snippets ng program namin. Or yung Woman in Action. Lalabas kami ng ganun. But in terms of like opinionating online,
Baka wala na ako oras.
But why Journey? Why news? I've known you long enough, and we've had these conversations enough that I know that was a I don't need to speak for you, but my impression was that was a conscious decision on your part to not get boxed in by sports. But when with ABS-CBN, you were already transitioning to entertainment. Di ba? Parang that was, people already had a wider perception of your brand.
No,
Di ba? But
actually,
why news pa?
I would say I was playing.
Were you
I was
experimenting?
trying to explore,
Okay.
explore the playground of entertainment and showbiz and media.
So try this, try that, try this. Let's see what I like. While I'm young, I can do this, and then eventually, I can decide which path I like. So it was more of that. It's more of like allowing myself to have that chance. Why journalism? Hindi ko alam, baliw tayo. Bakit nga ba? Kasi I think it fits my personality very well. I'm intense. I am gritty. And I like the challenge of having to study every single day about a certain issue and to ask the relevant questions related to that. And siguro natural lang sa akin na maging prangka.
Yeah.
Tapos, gumagana naman.
So you actually like that, the challenge of like not like being a big, because I feel like also like, you know, nowadays it's so hard to feel like you're a beginner at something, or parang on social media it's like people want like, oh, I have to be good at this right away. So you're okay with like, it's okay if I suck at something first, or like let's say if I don't know much about this, but there's so much room for me to like learn more about this topic, this story.
Well, I remember what he told me the start.
Sinabi ka?
Fake it till you make it. See? Oo. Tapos, si Cathy Yang naman ang sabi sa akin. Sabi ko, Cathy, how do you know if what you're asking is a stupid question? Sabi niya,
Actually, I want to know the answer to that.
no, wala namang stupid question.
Pag tinatanong mo, ibig sabihin, tinatanong din nung iba. If you're curious about it, it's probably also on the minds of other people. But what I learned in TV5, which I appreciated from you and from Regina and Sean on The Big Story, is that there's always a better way to ask a question to get the finer answer. But no question is stupid. There's just a better way of asking it. So if you want to get at something, aanggulohan mo yung tanong para mapalabas mo yung mapalabas mo yung sagot. Oo, ang galing nga, ang galing nila eh. So, pag pinapanood ko sila, parang I'm just, amazed and before, to be honest, nalulula ako sa law, sa legal issues. Pag may mga political issues, kasi nga, wala naman akong pakialam doon noon, nung naglalaro ako. Hindi talaga, parang ano ba yan? Ang gusto ko social issues, like for example, transportation, ano ba yung mga sitwasyon ng ordinaryong Pilipino, pero yung mga political legal issues, like, oh my God, lulang-lula talaga ako. Bigla na lang akong nilagay sa hard news. So parang I took it as a challenge to actually read up and learn about it. Kasi naman, pag tinabi mo ako sa Robbie Alampay, mukha talaga akong eng-eng.
Ang problema kasi nag-aaral ka.
Ano?
Ako kasi I'm still faking it.
Ako, napapasok lang yan. Tapos alam na niya kasi updated siya.
So it's like you had to really grind on it and actually research.
Until now.
Every single day. So I don't wanna, I mean like, it's also, I guess we're on TV, so everything is being recorded. You have to keep yourself up to standard at least. Up to standard at least, but sayang din yung pagkakataon na meron ka na 1 hour show, 40 minutes to interview somebody, to ask the questions that you wanna ask. Sayang yung chance na yon.
I actually wanted to ask, can you walk us through, how you keep yourself, like also, is it innate in you now? And it's like, okay, I'm always updated, or you actually intentionally make time to be updated and even handling, let's say, different types of news. Because sometimes, how, at times for me, I don't even, if I feel overwhelmed with like how heavy the news is now, parang I need to take a step back.
I think if you could add context in terms of how you keep up
With
the
it,
news.
yeah.
how many programs were you doing in one day? What was the peak? And four.
4 programs.
From what time to what time?
Frontline sa umaga.
Ano oras yan?
9:30, 10:30.
And then I have Woman in Action, which we produce during the day for the long form. And then I have Frontline Pilipinas, sports anchoring. Babasa lang naman yun. And then the fourth one is The Big Story. So at some point, I was doing 4 shows altogether, and I could not leave a single show.
No, so how do you keep pace? I mean,
Yeah,
Tunardo's
like,
question.
how do you, because that's like a lot on your plate. And like,
I
how do
think
you keep track of
it's
it?
just zoning in on the episode for that day. So, kunwari, ngayon, ito yung topic natin, kunwari, impeachment, tapos merong kaso sa versus President Duterte, tapos West Philippine Sea. 3 issues yan. Nilagay ko sa papel.
So you'd write.
Impeachment, West Philippine Sea, tapos yung yung mga kaso. Tapos isa-isa ko nilagay ko muna ng facts, yan nababasa ako, nagre-research ako. Tapos nilagay ko yung facts, everything. And then after that, that's when I think of questions na. Ano ba yung mga lumilitaw na detalye? Tapos, ganon. Talagang minamani ko talaga. Isa-isa ko talaga siya. Hinihimay-himay ko talaga siya.
Sinusulat mo talaga.
Sinusulat ko talaga siya.
May highlighters.
Ako, lagi ako may notes eh. Ito, walang notes eh. Hindi, alam mo kung bakit. Alam mo kung bakit.
Oh, I didn't have a notebook.
Makalimutin kasi ako eh. Feeling ko it's the effect of social media. Yung everyday nakikita mo ganyan, sobrang bilis, na parang napaghahalo mo na yung issue na to sa issue na to, sa agency na to, sa tao na to. So, ngayon, dahil sobrang makalimutin ko, I would have to write it down to remember it. And in the news, we cannot get it wrong. You have to ask the
Or
specific
at least
question.
you don't have to admit.
Yeah, so when you say that, it gives me confidence.
Wait, nung nag-start ka, sabi mo nga, parang, okay, you have to do your notes and so, nung nag-start ka, wala pang ChatGPT. Na tayo. No, ngayon meron na. How does that change it for you?
Oh my
Are you a fan? Are you a
Are you
hater
a fan
of AI in general?
of AI, of all of
But
it?
you helped me embrace it kasi I saw you using it. Kasi ito, grabe yung gravitas niya sa industry. So pag may Robbie Alapoy na gumagamit ng ChatGPT, pwede na rin.
Pwede na rin.
Ititinay ko po.
No, but
No.
the way I use it now is, for example, there's a complicated legal case in front of me or topic. Like, for example, the impeachment is super complicated legally, right? So, search mo, what does the law say about the constitutionality of this? Parang, is the Senate allowed to ganyan-ganyan? What provision, blah, blah, blah.
This is in real time. Kaharap mo yung guest, ganyan?
Hindi.
Oh, okay.
GPT ko.
Prior research siya.
Prior. Sinasat GPT ko na. Or pag wala akong maisip na tanong sa guest ko, what questions can I ask? Ay, oo, maganda yan. Pero hindi naman sakto. Parang, nagkakaroon ka na idea. Tapos yung mga laws na lumalabas, hindi naman din saktong kukunin mo doon. Kailangan puntahan mo pa rin siya sa Google.
Yeah.
It's just getting leads from ChatGPT.
Si J. Mark Tordesillas, who works with us sa Puma Podcast, has a very good insight on how to use it. Ang example
His AI chat.
ang example niya pa nga si Andy Eigenman. Diba? Because Andy consulted, di ba?
ChatGPT.
Pero sabi niya, tandaan niyo how she used it. Na pagka nagtanong ka sa ChatGPT. So first ang ano niya is, you use it to organize your thoughts. You don't use it actually for research.
For research, yeah.
And ang takeaway niya kay Andy was, pagka nagtanong ka kay chat, actually dapat alam mo na yung sagot eh. You already have in mind. Di ba? Parang like you ask about, is this constitutional or not? You actually have an idea already. Because
Kumbaga yung prompt mo.
hindi, not even your prompt, your objective for using it. So si Andy says, red flag ba to? Actually, alam niya na eh. Nakita
Alam
niya,
kaya
alam niya na yung
Would you say more validation?
but she
than
just
of what she
needs
sees?
to frame
Yeah.
what she actually already knows. Ang point din ni J. Mark, and that's a podcast if people want to listen to it, that's a Puma podcast, is if you use it for research, delikado, because if you don't know the answer, if chat, I call her chat.
The pronoun is her
If
for
chat
him.
gives you an answer na mali, delikado yung hindi mo alam
Hindi mo alam, yeah.
kung ano yung
Baka ma-fake news ka.
baka ma-fake news ka, di ba? Baka madala ka sa hallucination. Diba?
Ikaw, do you use ChatGPT?
I do actually, but I barely used it when I was in college also kasi it wasn't really that big.
But for what do you use it now?
For now, I use it actually for just even creating my own content. Like if I want to see, because usually I have a lot of thoughts and I need to write it down. I need to have it set. So if I need to organize it, so it's not for research also. If I need to organize the thoughts I have, let's say, can you give me like a plan for this, for the content I have to do? Medyo na ako overwhelm ako. Then I resort to ChatGPT and then ChatGPT.
It's actually good for those moments. Sabi ko, meron akong friend na in-advise. Kasi,
Using ChatGPT? Or...
namomblema siya. Financial struggles. Sabi ko, alam mo, pag namomblema ka, pag nalulula ka, and you have those dark moments, and there's nobody around, use ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT can actually give you possible solutions to your problem. So, for example, paglubog sa utang, what will I do if I am mired in debt? And ChatGPT will actually list it down. Number one, for example, account for all of your debts, ganyan. Explore these options. You can take a look at possibly restructuring this, ganyan. So, you don't feel, helpless, and you're not doom scrolling.
Especially if you're like an overthinker.
Oo.
Those thoughts like replay on your head before you sleep at night.
Helpful talaga
Yeah,
siya, no? Helpful.
How do you engage with ChatGPT?
Yeah, like
No,
more of
but
just
how
advice.
how do you talk to... Anong pronoun mo kay Chat? In your head. Anong pronoun mo?
Wala.
Wala?
It's
Ikaw.
Nung tinanong niya,
It's a robot for me.
it sa akin. Kasi nga, it. Kasi,
You use it?
for me, because it's like a robot. So in my head, it's like, it. It, hindi siya.
It's a
Yeah.
machine. Ikaw lang yata.
Ako,
Yung
her.
Bakit
Not
her?
because of the movie, but
Yeah, yeah.
her. Hindi, I think, well, because
Because-
Chat is a common female name sa Philippines. I think that's part of it. I have friends who are named Chat.
Okay.
So sinasabi ko sa mga tao, tatanungin ka muna si Chat. Yeah. But also do you say thank you to Chat? Do you say please?
Parang I did say thank you once.
And
Natuwa ako eh. Hindi, natuwa ako.
What did you search? Bakit ka natuwa?
Hindi ko na maalala eh. Ang dami ko na na-search. Huwag niyo na alamin.
It's funny kasi when you actually, diba naka-login ka kasi, so usually, even since it gathers information about you, even the way it responds to you is kind of like shaped into the way you wanna hear it also.
No, but
Kasi it's
what I
gathering-
like about it is that it picks up
It
from
talaga
your
kayo, no?
previous question. Your previous question.
Yes, yeah, from the previous
Parang
question.
context na siya, tapos sasagutin niya dun sa context.
Dun sa context nun, yeah.
Hindi ka tulad ng Google. Mano-mano.
Totoo, yeah.
Ayun, na-appreciate ko naman. Although I wonder how far it will go and yung privacy
Yun.
ng mga sinesearch mo.
There's actually other AI like under, if you know Discord now, you can actually upload, like you can make photos already and you just prompt kunwari, Superman in Palawan, and then it will actually create an image of like Superman legit in Palawan, and if you actually upload your own photo, that gives also like ChatGPT the freedom to use your face to be in like. And there's even like one AI website where it creates a song for you with the lyrics and everything. So even that, like with their pros and cons to it. Pero syempre, like, let's say artists.
But it does save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's more efficient in terms of ano.
Wait, by the way, kumain ka.
Oo nga.
Masarap
Kasi
dito.
brunch.
Nga pala.
Brunch.
Maraming salamat sa ating host for today.
Oh, kumain ka na ba dito? So we're in Lunes everyday
Yes.
dining.
Pero Webes ngayon, pero nasa Lunes.
Oo, nasa Lunes tayo.
Yes.
Hindi ko alam. But we'd like to thank Jenny,
Yes.
our
Thank you.
the owner,
For the yummy
for
meal
hosting
today.
us. This is in Pobla, literally
Wow,
at the edge of
Pobla.
literally at the edge of
He's a
the
cool guy.
Pobla.
Pobla too.
No, I'm a dad of cool kids. Literally at the edge, our Palma, if people don't know, is right after Rockwell.
Yeah.
Diba? If you're coming from Estrella,
few
right
minutes
after
away.
Rockwell, it's actually a much easier access to Pobla.
To Pobla, yeah.
And we're here. Lunes, everyday dining. Ito, promise ko, you should try their adobo.
What's
Ano
so
yan?
special about it?
No,
Bakit?
well, it's because ganun ang adobo sa amin eh. My mom is from Batangas. And yung adobo sa atsuete. So it's not, hindi siya, yung iba ang tawag doon, adobo sa pula. Yung iba ang tawag doon, adobo sa puti. Di ba? So is it puti or pula? Adobo sa puti. Ano yung pula? Yung brown.
Yes.
So yung adobo sa puti is atsuete instead of soy sauce. Kaya yun yung kinalakihan ko. I'm sure you've tried it. Pero,
But why brunch for your podcast?
Usually kasi casual conversations, pag magyaya ka with your friends, diba? Uy, tara, kape tayo, brunch tayo. And usually, you feel a little bit more laid back. Parang walang pressure din na parang, kailangan pag, di ba when you meet your friends for brunch, di naman kayo parang, ito gagawin natin So it's more of like, how the
Mas ano lang.
actually, the name of the
Yeah.
show is Brunch Menu.
menu.
Oh.
And si
Brunch,
si
me and you.
and si Nicole, who's helping to
Nicole.
organize it,
Yeah.
for us, has a story on why it's Brunch Menu. Pero wag na muna na. We won't spoil it right
Speaking
now.
of,
May ibig sabihin yun.
We're talking about transitions, life transitions, right? But somebody here is transitioning to a different life phase, Robbie.
Yeah.
Ikaw, kamusta?
Okay
I mean,
naman. I'll be joining the corporate life. I'm joining PLDT. I'll be joining the public affairs team of PLDT. One is I get some assurance that I'm still part of the Kapatid family because this is still the same group that has employed me with TV5.
So what did you give up, essentially?
I think I have to give up that whole pretense that you're an addiction journalist. Diba? So, and if you can't say that, then I think the audience has to be clear also with the audience that
Yeah.
you can't expect that of me.
But you continue to do the news programs?
No.
No more na? Sa
No.
pang-podcast? I mean, yung producing news.
Well, this is one. I think, broadly speaking, and to your generation, Marga,
Yeah.
the way I rationalize it to myself is fine. Consider me a producer. Consider me a content creator.
Yeah.
But I'm very clear. This is not necessarily journalism for me.
Totoo naman, sa totoo lang, parang
Ang blurred na nung lines.
Yeah.
Because you also see anchors and reporters doing their own thing online. So now, how do you distinguish one from the others?
Ikaw, do you make a distinction? You're a content creator. You're an influencer.
Totoo, ganun din ako.
Ah.
Pero pagdating ko sa news, iba yung ano ko rin, yung mode ko rin.
You think the
you
audience...
separate yourself from
Oh, you and
No, for me, ako ang pinaka prinsipyo ko dito sa lahat is my integrity. Like I don't like the reason why I've always been hesitant to call myself a journalist because I don't wanna do injustice to those who really go out there. But I also realized that I'm not able to fulfill the role. Hindi ako magiging buong ganap dun sa binibigay sa akin tungkulin kung hindi ko embrace yun. And naisip ko naman, yung way of working ko and the way I approach things and the way I decide on my life is actually in a way that prioritizes my role as a journalist, which is to be fair, objective, truthful at all times. And that means saying no to offers. Pag influencer, pag meron nag-offer na alanganin, no.
Yeah.
And yung decision-making na yun is what I adhere to as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be in a newsroom
Okay.
and to do that. So yung approach ko mismo, and I try to look at issues objectively, hinihimay ko ganyan. And I feel that's how I was able to transcend platforms. But, yun nga, parang sa nakikita ko rin, wala na kasing kahon. Hindi na siya katulad dati na pag telebisyon ka, ikaw yun.
Yun lang.
Pag print, ikaw yun.
Boxes siya, yeah.
Pero, ako yun. Ewan ko kay Robbie, kung anong pananaw niya doon.
Is it the
tagal na
same?
kitang hinusgat.
Oh.
So for that though, how do you? Because obviously you're wearing so many hats, and I feel like, in general, at times it could also feel like, how do you stay true to who you really are, or genuinely like, okay, if I'm in the newsroom, like staying true to your core values and also like your principles, because yun nga, parang with everything, even the fast-paced environment now, and even yun nga, parang sinasabi mo, there's no line between, okay, am I an influencer now? Am I a content creator now?
So what I do, kasi in our newsroom, they allow endorsements. So, but ang problema is, kailangan mo lang siyang idaan sa boss, sa management. So, lahat ng tingin kong medyo alanganin, I ask for permission.
Okay.
All time, disclosure. For example, endorsing gambling. Tapos, they were getting me for a speech. And then I ran that through the boss. Technically, pwede naman. Pero sabi niya, wag na, baka naglilinis lang sila ng image. So, I said no to it. Tapos, gambling could be acceptable to me.
Yeah.
But for me, yung prinsipyo ko is hindi ako pro-gambling and it might compromise my situation in the newsroom. Yun yung mga ganun. Meron ding mga nag-offer na magbayad, magpa-interview. Pinapasok ko lagi sa newsroom namin. But technically, I could pass that off. Pag gusto nila magpa-feature sa YouTube ko, pwede rin. Legal din yun.
It's a separate platform.
Pero para sa akin, isa lang yun. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na yung decision-making ko is in line with what role has been given to me. And para ma-embrace ko siya, para maging buong ganap ako sa ginagawa ko, I have to step up to the plate and actually say that this is who I am. Or else I'll forever be half and half.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not just half and half. When you say you step up to the plate and this is who I am, it's not half and half. You wear even a third hat. Diba? So people know you from sports initially. Now you're in news. But Woman in Action doesn't just refer to your properties in news. You actually have, is it registered as a foundation or as a...
Production.
As a production. But that's also your platform for service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diba? In the middle of the pandemic, I remembered, one of the first things was you started with, ikwento naman na lang, you started with giving a bicycle to somebody.
Meron kaming binigyan ng, nagpo-vlog lang kami sa EDSA. We're trying to see the bike lanes there. Meron kami nabigyan ng bisikleta. And then naiyak siya kasi parang sabi niya, she had to walk like 8 hours to work kasi walang public transportation ng lockdown.
Time na yan, yeah.
And then sabi niya, hindi naman siya, tamad kami, hindi lang talaga kaya. Tapos,
Wait, linawin ko lang yun. 8 hours, 8 kilometers?
8 hours.
8 hours.
4 hours one way.
Okay.
From San Mateo to, I think, Quezon City. Nilakad niya, going to work. Tapos isang beses lang na ginawa, di niya na magawa. Kasi wala na siyang energy for yung mga anak niya. Tapos na-realize ko yung value ng isang bisikleta, how it can be a lifeline for people in the pandemic. So that was about 1,700 bicycles we were able to give away through Woman in Action, the bike drive. And yun yung naging simula ng Woman in Action. And then eventually we turned it into a travel documentary program. Kasi dapat yung public service yung gagawin naming show. Pero public service content does not sell. So if you really want people to watch and to patronize your content, kabit lang si public service. And Filipinos love to travel, so that's why we took that format. That format. Pero lalaliman namin. I mean, hindi lang siya parang trying, feeling, seeing. We try to give context to whichever place we go to and to have surfaced the social issues around that area. So, yung kasi discipline namin galing sa news yung mga production ko So, mixing all of that together and yun, nagkaroon naman ng magandang traction, average of 1 million views per episode. And I feel like with that, I hit the formula, a perfect formula, perfect cross, cross, what do you call that? Crossings of doing documentaries and being relevant online.
Yeah.
Some would say, di naman yan Pero kasi, sa panahon ngayon, kailangan mo na rin ng creativity and how you're going to deliver your message. It's probably why candidates now dance on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to do it to get a share voice, And then that's when they deliver their message.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not gonna have anybody listening into your content or what you say or what you do. And then ano.
No, but the point is, this is everything we just discussed sa Woman in Action is on top pa of the 4 programs that we were talking about.
Hindi, kasama naman yung moment action.
As content, but as your platform for outreach. Because I imagine you're actually now running a company as well. You're organizing these outreach efforts. All of that is on top pa of the you're actual being a journalist and a content creator. Diba? May secret kang binigay sa akin dati, hindi ko alam. Because I asked her, how do you even post? Diba? Paano ka man lang nakaka-post sa social media? You're on all the... Sinabi mo? Sabi mo hindi ikaw.
Meron akong team. Meron akong team na nag-edit. Tapos ako nagpo-post. Ako yung last touch. Kasi nga yung sobrang selan kasi nung editorial sa atin, saka nung captioning. So it has to be me posting. But I have a team who edits.
For you. Yeah, 'cause it's
Edits.
long.
Like for now, yung mga cut-ups namin for the interview show, I have a team na nag-edit nun. Yung Woman in Action din ganun. Pero the other, it depends on what kind of content that we need to bring out. Minsan ako naman.
Ang sagot mo pa nga sa akin.
Dati mag-isa lang ako.
Ang sinabi mo pa nga, parang, sira ulo ka ba? Kung ako gagawa niya, talaga wala na akong oras.
Wala, ngayon. Pero dati ako lang nung sa ABS-CBN. As in, shoot, edit.
Ikaw lahat. As in, one-man production ka talaga.
Lahat. Tapos gagawa. Kasi pinapapraktisan ko yung feature namin sa Umagang Kay Ganda. So, isushoot ko yan ng cellphone. Kung ano, pagkain, Tikim Princess. Ganyanin ko yan, oh.
So, behind the scenes, ganun pala.
Tapos susunod yan, kumakain ka, shot nito, tapos conversation, tapos nalagyan ko ng captioning. So, storytelling talaga online, kinabisado ko yun. Kung ano yung papatok, ano yung edit, ano yung hook, ano yung what are people interested in, like how to put the captions and photos and everything. So, ginawa ko naman, sumakit na ng ulo ko.
From doing it. So now you had to like tap into a team to do
because
it. Yeah.
I only know so much and other people can do it better.
That's true.
Yung
Yeah.
kabilang table, nakikinig. Linawin ko lang ako, nakikinig na lang din kayo. Kung gusto nyo magtanong, pwede kayo magtanong. Ha? Anybody can just raise your hand, just stand up. You can ask questions of Gretchen Ho. One question pala. Kanina we talked about AI. I want to get into some things also.
Okay.
What does your algorithm feed you? Sa YouTube, ah?
Yeah.
And I have that's a two-part. That's a two-parter. That's a two-parter. Oh, sige, Facebook, whatever. What does your
You'd say
algorithm
you're more
feed
of a Facebook Reels.
Two-parter yan.
person.
First is, what does it feed you because you're you, di ba? Because the algorithm learned something about you. And then, I'm sure you can relate to this. What has it fed you
That
na
shocked
nagulat
you.
ka and then you realize later on, tama pala si algorithm.
It makes sense why
It
it's
makes
here.
sense,
in my-
kaya
on my
pala binigay
algorithm.
sa akin yan.
Yung unang tanong, malabas mga farming.
Oh, may bahay ko
Mga farming, tsaka mga construction.
Ay, yung parang they're making their own like, tama ba? To be-
Hindi kasi nagpapagawa ko ng ng bahay tsaka
Okay.
ng sa farm.
So, pati ba interior?
So, learning how to, yung mga yero sa bubong, yung mapapagawa ko ng banyo, yung pintura, yung cladding. Nakakahiya. Tapos yung mga solar technology. Tapos yung mga tiny homes. Yun yung lagi nasa feed ko. What has it fed me that I was surprised with? Bakasyon.
Bakit? Parang nagbibigay na siya ng sign na kailangan
Bakit
mo
ka magugulat? I
magbakasyon.
think 90% of the people here get fed with suggestions. But
yeah.
bakit ka magugulat?
Kasi lagi trabaho iniisip.
Kaya yung, so for you, vacation, nagulat ka with it, na nakita mo.
Refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Although, hindi ko alam saan ko sisingit.
No, but does it make you stop and think na, oo nga, kailangan.
I need a vacation.
Kailangan ko naman.
So now, kunwari,
Hindi. May mga times naman na, hindi naman. But, because I have my show, travel show. But for now, I'm trying to stay put. It's probably why I got also the farm in Tanay. It's because I needed to stay put.
You just need peace.
Kasi I'm giving my bosses a headache all the time. Alam ni Robbie yan kasi siya rin lagi maalis.
How long is a vacation?
1 week lang.
But if you could go anywhere, like right now, okay, like you can drop work for a bit. Like, what would be like a destination you'd go to right away?
Well, I'm actually turning 35 this year. Getting old. Getting old. I'm getting old na. Tapos, sabi ko, naku, parang kailangan ko... Sorry. You're getting young.
Darating ka rin dyan.
Tapos sabi ko, parang gusto kong mag-birthday celebration naman. Kasi usually wala naman akong pakialam na sa birthday ko dahil hayaan mo na.
Is it like that when as you?
I guess it's a milestone. Like it's
I didn't say it.
you'll probably feel it when you're 30, and then when you're 35,
Okay.
28,
Okay.
30, 35, na parang it shocks you na, oh my God, ganito na pala ako katanda. Yun, so yung bakasyon siguro. Kayo, answering those questions.
Actually, I saw because I was watching one of your vlogs. Switzerland is actually one of my goal
Where?
places. Switzerland
Okay.
is actually my goal, and I saw you paragliding. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
because I really want to do paragliding, and I was watching even the experience for you, and that's something that I would wanna. That's a place that I would actually want to go to. Pero I don't think I would say I'm confident in like being a solo traveler. Are you the type to be a solo traveler? Or you like having company with you?
Ako solo. Loaded yung dyan. May
Di ko-
follow-up question ako dyan sa solo traveling.
Di ko kasi, mas gusto ko yung may kasama ako.
Sige.
Di ko ka,
Sige, let's get to the solo traveling.
Yeah,
May
yeah,
follow-up
yeah.
question ako.
Sige.
Okay.
Gusto ko ma-experience. O hindi ko pa na-experience. Ay, minsan pala.
Switzerland, you were alone.
No, I was with my crew.
Yeah, like a team.
But there was a time that I was alone. Yung Amsterdam, tapos I think Ireland ako. Pero mabibilis lang, hindi ganun
Kaya
katagal.
short days lang. Are you a light packer or a heavy? Yeah. Kasi ako,
Good question.
kailangan, I need to I overpack.
I have learned through time how to pack because of all my travels. So dati Girl Scout ako, lahat dadalhin ko. Make sure kompleto lahat. Pero ngayon, na-realize ko, ang dami ko palang hindi ginagamit. So what I do is, I already think of what to wear every day, every single day. Nakaplano na yan. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tapos meron ako outfit.
Outfits yan
Talaga.
Because ganun din naman pag ako nag-travel.
Nakaayos na, di ba? Nakaayos na siya. Tapos, kuwari 10 days, 10 outfits. Tapos,
10 outfits.
tapos pinifit na namin yan bago kami umalis. Tapos, nakapakete na yung meron akong mga ilang damit lang na pwede kong ulit-ulitin for the days na, kuwari, magpa-flight ka lang, nasa airport ka lang, may ganun. Pero, precise na yung mga pinapak ko.
Tinapak mo yan.
O yun lang, para hindi na ako masyadong ma-stress. Maghanap ng susuotin.
Ako, I'm not allowed to pack.
Bakit?
Why not?
Because if I pack, talagang magkakasya sa backpack. Kung ako lang ang magpapack. Even if I'm going to a business conference,
Yeah.
I hate checking in luggage.
So
I'd rather, at best, not much.
You just, like,
Ulit-ulitin
bring
ko na lang, di ba? Di na kami
Okay.
magkikita ulit ng mga pupuntahan ko, di ba? They wouldn't know.
Okay,
Di ba?
tama.
Tapos, yun yung ano ko.
OOTD ka.
Nag-OOT, yeah, tapos may fit check
Oo
pa.
nga. Nag-OOTD rin ako. Yun din naman sinasabi ko. Ang sinasabi ko lang, hindi ako yung nag-pack. Di ba?
Joy. Pero napakahalaga ng first impression.
That's true.
What you wear, how you arrive in the room. That's what I learned. What I've learned. I mean, as a host and as a media personality, that people really do appreciate when you dress up for them, and when you make extra effort, give extra effort into how you appear, how you approach. Yung pinaka first meeting.
Were you always, even back in college or ever since, were you always a fashionista? Or parang through the years na lang siya
Chinelas, shorts, at t-shirt lang ako.
Yun ang typical out. Okay, so Gretchen in college, ganun ang OOTD.
Natutunan ko na ng lahat.
Invention niyo, okay.
Eventually.
Okay, we have a question here.
Okay.
Hi, so I was also a former actor.
I just want to ask, how did you transit from being an athlete to
Working again, or you started work?
Okay, wait, I don't think people... Go ahead. Sorry.
Because I had a really tough time transitioning from
Okay.
What
Okay.
sport? What sport?
Cheerleader. Okay.
I
What school? Sorry.
From San Villa.
Okay.
No, I started working.
Teka muna, because people might not have picked that up on the
Yeah.
microphone. So we have a question
Ah, so
asking,
how did
how
you
did you transition from being an athlete
Being an athlete,
to being in the
volleyball
workforce?
I was playing volleyball professionally and working for ABS-CBN at the same time. So, half and half. Sabay. Sabay. And then, eventually, I realized I had to choose one of the two worlds. Kasi yung lifestyle ng pagiging athlete, bawal kang puyat, kailangan malaki katawan mo, you need muscle, kailangan hindi pagod yung utak mo. Media work, on the other hand, had unpredictable hours. You have to be on call, available every time, and laging pagod sa utak. Nakaka-drain. So, the lifestyles were complete opposites. So, I had to choose one, and I decided to go with media because of the opportunities. And I had already been playing for 12 years. Sabi ko, dito na ako. Wala, kailangan ko tumaya dito.
Ano pala sabi sa'yo ng ABS-CBN? I mean, what was the approach? And
Yeah.
nagulat ka ba that they off?
Naglalaro kasi ako noon eh. Tapos they had an offer to host a sports show. They were getting athlete hosts. So in that way, swerte ako. Nabigyan ako kaagad ng project.
And that was your first.
That was my first
You
show,
were
sports
never at
show.
one
Yeah, I was gonna ask, were you always like hosting even back then?
Nag-audition ako sa news. Doon nag-apply ako kay Miss Jing Reyes. Yung news, talagang ako na yung lumapit. Pero yung hosting, in-offer ako ng ABS-CBN Sports. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Yeah. As a journalist and a storyteller, what has been the hardest story that you have to tell so far?
That's a good question.
As a journalist and a storyteller, this is a question from our guest here. What was the hardest story?
Probably the coverage in the last year. Why? Because at first we were met with harassment. Parang wala pa kami ginagawa eh. Sinasabihan na kami ng bias. But it was a challenge for me kasi pagdating namin doon, dahil familiar yung face ko sa kanila, parang I got to talk to the frontline. Nakabarikada kasi yan eh. So I got to talk to the frontline members and sinasabi namin na parang how do we like give you an object or give people an objective story if you won't let us in, if you won't let us hear your side, and if you are immediately hostile to us.
This is coverage of the
Coverage. Oo.
KOJC.
And then, I guess
In Davao.
what was difficult was na pangunahan yung storya ko ng video clip na na-splice, tapos taken out of its proper context, tapos made to seem that I was in cahoots with the PNP. Bayad daw ako ng PNP. So may fake news na kumalat na I could not tell my story. Kasi ang pakiramdam ko, pag nilabas namin yung documentary, people are just going to get splices of the video and we're giving them like an hour's worth of video. And then, no matter what, parang they're gonna turn it around. So, hindi namin nilabas yung docu because I felt like we didn't have enough. We were there for 4 days out of the 16. Pangalawa, because of the volatile situation between them and the media and the PNP, that we might call everybody out and there was nobody to save. I mean, if I were to risk my career over that story, I might as well have interviewed a victim of abuse or somebody who has an expose to bring out. But if it were just that 4 days that we were there and to do a timeline of what happened, I feel like it was not worth the stress. Kasi grabe yung trauma namin. Hindi lang ako. Also the Davao reporters were traumatized and I carried that for 2 weeks. ngayon, naalala ko pa rin eh. Naalala ko pa rin na parang takot ka tumingin ng cellphone kasi baka nabaliktad na istorya, napangunahan ka na, daming trolls. Sana lang, siguro yun ang ang hamon. How do you... May mga mali rin kasi ako dun sa report ko. Yung isang report ko na nasabi ko na hindi ko na-qualify.
Okay.
So, meron din akong ganun that I could have waited a little longer before bringing it out, the story. It was a learning lesson for me. Pero, ayun, yun yung hindi ko makalimutan.
But you think there was such a thing as good timing for a story like that? Or talagang it will never actually go away?
You wouldn't actually push through with it pa rin.
No, if we had more, if we probably had more to our story, like, nakapasok kami sa loob, nakausap namin yung ganitong tao, binigyan kami ng more insight into kasi otherwise napakababaw yung standoff lang yung nire-report namin, and that was not the complete picture.
Doesn't that frustrate you? I mean, how do you get past that? Kasi ako, I know exactly what you're saying, pero that's hazard and reality of our trade, di ba? Na kahit anong gawin mo, you're not always producing a documentary. That's one thing that people
Out of your control.
Mahirap doon kasi they sent me to do a documentary, but they were also having me every day on the news. So I realized that if you want me to do both, you have to back me up with a producer or somebody else. Because kung ako lang, I'm caught in the moment and I'm emotional and I'm like being pulled here and there, I am bound to make decisions that could blow everything up.
Yeah.
Like, kailangan ko ng kabatuhan who have better judgment than
you. Yeah.
Okay. Question?
We actually have another question.
You guys discussed aging earlier, and I think it's very interesting because I'm asking an amend about that. But my question is, what are your challenges aging as a very public personality?
What are your, sorry?
What are the challenges?
Aging as a very
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's like you're always
so the
on
question, this is Liz Lanuzo who's organizing a conference on aging. But her question was, kanina we discussed aging, and her question to you is, ikaw, how do you handle
especially
it?
because you're always on
especially as
cam,
you transition
and how you
different.
transition through the different
Oo.
seasons.
So ikaw, tumatanda ka na, sabi ni Liz Lanuzo.
Yun pala yung sinasabi
How do you
niya.
handle that?
Even like transitioning through different seasons, especially because like people's eyes are on you also.
you have to know how to back off and keep things private. I think that's super important. Allow yourself to grow without the spotlight or the limelight. And that's what I've been doing in the past years. Medyo nag-lessen talaga ako ng post. Sa lagay na yun, hindi na ako nagpo-post on the day. Hindi na ako masyadong nag-share ng mga private moments. Kasi I have to grow. I mean, I have to live my life without anybody watching over my back, diba? Parang medyo yun eh. But I think the good thing in news is the timelines are longer. So I'm younger in this industry.
Yeah.
But yun din, I am faced with a sort of midlife crisis as I turn 35. Parang I'm getting older na and wala pa akong partner. Tapos, parang pa-peak pa lang ako sa career ko and putting that side by side and which do you put first?
Yeah.
Like how meron tayong timeline at deadline. But at the same time, wala rin akong oras sa sobrang bilis ng mundo natin. So I was actually winding down my schedule already to make space for dating or for going out. But then this new show came, so I don't know what to do.
About something that you said, totally ikaw naman yung nag-bring up. But I'll frame it this way. How much of your life now is in fact all work?
80%.
80%. Kasi yun yung tanong ng isang audience natin. Eh. How,
80%.
So, would you say yung work-life balance mo, you're handling it well in
Okay
this
naman
season?
ako kasi
Yeah.
I honor my season.
Okay.
I honor my season. So, if it's not yet time to have that, You can't have it all. You
Yeah.
can have it all, but not at the same time.
But do you consciously tell yourself, I have to take it from 80% down to 70%? I mean, is there a... Yeah?
Yes.
So what's the target?
Tried to do that. That's why I have my farm. And then, that's why I was hoping that I could go out more with this new schedule. Kaya nalipat ako sa umaga para mag-date na ako sa gabi.
Para mas may time.
Hindi pa. I'm figuring it out. But to be honest, where do you even begin to date?
Ah.
No, are you the type?
Pagka nag-date ka, are you looking at your watch? Pagka nag-date ka, are you can you get out of that mode of...
I don't know how to
Not-
date in short. I don't know.
But I was gonna ask, like, would you prefer actually meeting people organically, right? Right? Because like,
Friends,
obviously friends, like mutual of this.
But
and
anything
then-
against
yeah.
anything against dating apps or
Yeah.
ano? Are you using dating apps
I
or
don't know.
no?
Pag nakita mo si Gretchen sa Tinder, yun ang reaction.
Oh, okay lang. I know
mo.
people. I
Gretchen is
know
on.
successful. Yeah.
No, 'cause
Okay, I get your
honestly-
point. I get your. I wanna para so because I know people who've been quite successful at
Yeah.
Tinder. Hindi, gusto ko lang i-point out yung sinasabi mo that for you it's different
Yeah.
because gaya ng sabi mo if sabi mo but you're really referring to if you guys see Gretchen on Tinder.
On Tinder.
There's a real question there that's quite
Yeah.
different from all of us. Somebody will screenshot and
And
oh yeah,
nasa ano siya.
Gretchen, no, nasa Tinder.
But would you ever actually try it? Like, do you see yourself trying it? No.
I try to, but hindi ko kanaya.
not your cup of tea.
Hindi ako nag-follow.
Okay.
Mas gusto ko talaga yung
So
meeting people like, kuwari, I'm cycling and then I meet somebody.
Yeah.
O sabayan nyo na ako mag-ride. Or sa farm. You know.
There's actually like a Gen Z term, like yung meet cute. So what would
Meet cute?
Meet cute. So parang ano
Hindi mo
siya?
alam yun?
Hindi ko
Oh,
alam.
no, meet cute is yung parang let's say you meet someone kunwari while you're biking, tapos biglang nahulog ka, ganyan. Tapos parang kailangan ko i-pump yung wheel ko, tapos
Yeah.
biglang may nag-stop. Tapos na-meet mo siya, you guys have a great
Style tawag
conversation, and that's a
Style sa kanila.
So parang you guys hit it off, you guys become friends, and eventually date. That's like a
cute na
meet
tawag
cute.
doon.
Oh, so yun yung definite. So for you, ano ba yung ito yung parang cute dream na meet cute ko.
Yung cinematic mo.
Cinematic.
Alam mo kung anong hinahanap ko?
Ano ba?
Contractor.
Wala.
Okay.
Alam na.
Okay.
Kasi ang mahal
Take note.
Yun pala yun. Sige.
Okay.
So
Hindi, ang hinahanap ko ngayon, contractor, lawyer. Para natutulog kami, tinatanong ko na yung pang-interview ko the next day. Paano ba to? Legal ba to? Very practical na tayo.
Okay. So yun na pala yun. Rush it. Wala nang palibig pa.
May
Yun
mga
na.
contractor sa Tinder. At saka pagka na-meet mo na yung contractor, pakilala mo rin sa akin. It's very, to be honest, it's much harder to find a good contractor
Diba?
than a good companion in life.
Ay, pareho.
Ay, parang may hugot.
Parang may hugot galing dun,
may galit. Okay, so,
Meet cute. Ang cute na, no? Ang ganda ng term na yan. Yun yung mga ginagawa sa mga run clubs ngayon, di ba?
Actually, yeah, because the running community is actually pretty famous
Matawag
now.
sila, mga nag-run.
maraming
Marami bang mga taga-run
maraming
club dito?
maraming style,
dun po.
marami ang style bulok sa running and
No,
biking community.
it's pretty-
Biglang,
There's
biglang
actually,
matutumba.
like, the community is growing big because, like, obviously back then, people would just go to bars and party.
Okay, so where would you advise me to go?
A running club. I would actually... a running... No,
Aside from a run club.
Or
Because
like-
I'm in my newscast in the morning.
I think...
Sa
the
Tanay,
best-
sa Tanay.
Sa Tanay ba?
Kailangan sa Tanay. Saan ako pupunta para mag-start
think-
sa dating journey?
I think the best way is just because I feel like you already know what you want, like what your hobbies are. But like obviously going to communities wherein like say yung the biking community and all that, like at least kasi you know you go to the right places because you for sure you're going to meet also people who have common interests as you.
So you mga trip kong gawin sa buhay.
Yes. Like, let's say, if you wanna hike, kunwari, di sali ka lang sa group hiking, and then like, maybe eventually you
Kaya
get
lang
to...
yung mga lalaki, bilis mapagod.
Ayun ang tanong ko actually.
Yun nga. Can
Yung
they keep
bang-
up?
Mahalaga ba sa'yo na dapat mas malakas or at
Ayun
least
nga,
kaya ka
kailangan
sabayan?
sporty,
I mean,
kasing sporty.
hindi, honestly, parang nakakatakot yung, I'm sorry, not to sit down your ano. But I imagine that's intimidating for a lot of people. You're an athlete, you're famous, you're earning a lot of money, parang hindi ako mas malakas dito, mas maliit sweldo ko dito. Mas payat ako.
Hindi naman ako ganun. Pero kailangan ma-admire ko lang yung lalaki.
contractor.
Oo.
Yun na pala talaga yun. Hindi kaya.
Ideally, yung contractor, siya rin yung nagbubuhat nung rebar.
Di ba? Perfect na, di ba? Malamang malakas yung katawan, maraming pera.
So, kailangan niya sport. Parang non-negotiable ba na kailangan sport?
Kailangan sporty eh.
Para at least you can bond over like
I
sport.
just imagine,
Kahit pickleball yung sport
pag
niya,
hindi
pwede
sporty
na yan.
yung guy.
Kahit pickleball yung sport
Hindi.
niya, pwede.
Pero mas
Is that athletic enough for you?
Oh, I think she's actually
I respect,
She's actually thinking about it.
I respect all sports.
Okay.
No.
Pero imagine mo kung yung lalaki ay lagi lang nakaupo sa couch tapos partner kami. Parang hindi bagay, di ba?
Okay.
Makalayo siyang iwanan.
So-
Wala kaming touch.
So you believe in kapag pareho kayo, you attract, not opposites attract.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Well, no, that could be in...
I like people who come from a different place
Okay.
to make the equation
Sige.
fuller.
Let's tie it all together lang by way also of letting you go because you've been so gracious of your time. You talked about that house in Tanay that you're building. So 5 years from now, what's your routine vis-a-vis that house, not
Yeah.
vis-a-vis your I mean, what's the work-life balance?
Yeah,
What's the work-life
to be honest,
balance?
my dream is to stay there. And not feel tied to any job here in the metro. Yung I can make a decision to stay here, do work from here, and build on what's there. Kasi I haven't been giving it as much time as it needs. And I'm being super patient about it because I feel like I got it at an earlier age. Usually, magkakaroon ng farm mga 50 plus na. Pero sa akin, medyo maaga ko siya nakuha. My ideal is to be able to stay there, to build that place. I want a farm. I want a rest house. I want a restaurant that serves sustainable food. We can grow that. And then, gusto ko rin ng retreat area, prayer gardens, mga ganon. Gusto yun yung dream ko doon.
Yeah.
And then, to be able to continue producing for Women in Action, the stories I want to tell, we go around the Philippines, do those episodes, be able to bridge together people and communities. So I feel like I'm actually at a very good position to bring different worlds together, like from the entertainment industry, from the sports world, from journalism, and from the social media. But I feel like it's a strength more than a weakness. So I've always tried to approach it that way. Now, there are things that I cannot do. For example, with that KOJC story, I could not go to the story without commotion. People were turning their phones at me the whole time. So, hindi ako makagalaw. Hindi ako makakuha ng storya. Hindi ako makasuyod, maka-dive in. But there are things that I can do, which is, for example, to tell a story that will reach a lot of people. And I choose to work on those strengths and use those strengths and to use my unique position that God has put me in.
Yeah.
So, hopefully I'll get there someday. But it will take time and I'm very patient about it. Not sure about the love life though.
Actually, okay, I have like one last question to
One
end
last
it. Like,
question.
because I feel like you've also like just covered so many like stories already and a lot of headlines. So let's say,
Not as much as...
because he was talking about like 5 years from now, right? So let's say I'll add a bit more, 15 years. So 20 years from now, how would like a headline about you think would say, like a Gretchen Ho headline 20 years from now?
Gretchen Ho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May time na para sa...
This is Gretchen Ho. This is Gretchen Ho. You will be shocked by these pictures.
Hindi, alam mo, gusto ko talagang mag-farm. Gusto ko talagang mag-farm.
Gretchen Ho.
Gusto ko talagang mag-farm.
She thinks we're farm life.
Gusto ko masaya ako. Masayahin talaga akong tao. Kaya lang, pag sobrang under pressure, doon ka naging bugnutin eh. So,
Yeah.
yun yung ideal. Pero, we're beset by our reality. So, dahan-dahan lang. Yun ang lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko. Dahan-dahan.
Ako, final question
Oh,
ko.
sige.
And
Final.
I like this. I asked this once of one of my guests
Okay.
before. I asked it to Father Jet Villarin in particular. I think he was president at Ateneo during your time, di ba? And I said, I should ask this more of people, especially since you mentioned it. You said when you pray, blah, blah, blah. How do you pray?
How do I pray? I talk to God like a best friend, like a long lost friend, like a friend, very close friend. Because yun ang turo sa amin. Siguro sa Ika, I went through days with the Lord.
With the Lord.
Days with the Lord. So si Jess.
Yes,
si
Jess. Yes.
Very close. I actually have a deep relationship with the Lord. I don't talk about it often, but I just hope that people see the Lord through my life and how He has blessed me and how He's created miracles out of everything that has happened to me. And I understand that, yung circumstances ko, perfect timing, perfect. I mean, volleyball, getting into volleyball was perfect timing. It was a perfect choice going into Ateneo. When we graduated, sumikat yung volleyball. Again, it was perfect timing to get into media. And then now in the journalism world, perfect timing again because I'm a digital native.
Yeah.
And my skill sets match what's being patronized nowadays. And it would not have been all of that without the Lord's providence.
Yeah.
So I see Him working in my life. And yung work ko, yun yung language ko of serving Him. Pero syempre, parang may mga days na hindi mo rin sure kung, mga ganun eh.
Yeah. Which is not.
You argue with the Lord.
Ask
Sometimes
questions.
you have doubts, or sometimes you're afraid to pray or face Him. Ganon. Hindi ako yung formal, but I can talk to Him while I'm driving.
It's not just like a memorized prayer. It's actually just like talking to Him.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's evidently seen. I have a term. I actually call it J-Lo woman. It means Jesus glowing woman. Yeah. So it's seen. It's seen through you. Yeah.
So kaya siya woman in action. Kasi I don't wanna talk about it. I wanna live it out.
Live it out. Yeah. And you definitely.
Hopefully, I do it.
And you're doing it. And you will continue to do it. Yeah.
Okay, Gretchen. Thank you. Sa mga nagtataka po kung sinong kausap ni Marga Esquilio, tsaka ako po. Si Gretchen Ho po yan. But we didn't have time to introduce her because obviously...
Congratulations on the new program.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oo. I have a question for you after we officially say goodbye to everybody. But thank you for joining us
Thanks,
dito po sa
everybody.
Puma Podcast. This is Brunch Menu. If you like how we carry out our conversations here, please do follow Puma Podcast. And Teka Teka, that's our daily news podcast.
Yeah.
But do follow us on Spotify, Apple
be here.
Podcasts. We're also going to be on YouTube. We're going to lean into YouTube. Kaya kumukuha kami ng mga influencer katulad ni Gretchen Ho. We'll have more guests coming in the future.
Catch
Please-
me on Morning Matters, 1 News, 8 to 9 a.m.
Yun ang professional. Hindi pa tapos yung host. Nagpa-plug
Biglang
na.
pumasok siya.
Diba? Para, huwag nyo kakalimutan kaya ako tinanggap to dahil magpa-plug ako. But thank you very much. I've had the privilege of working with Gretchen.
Yeah, and it's perfect because I was able to meet you also. And I'm sure this is not the last time that we'll actually be having you here on the show.
Because when Marga was very young, she looked up to you as one of the adults that she looked up to.
No, but my advice for you is to be a sponge and get what you can from this guy.
Actually,
Ask all the questions. And is this your way of staying young?
just hanging out with the Gen
Hanging out with the
Zers.
Gen Zs?
The Gen Zs, actually.
Yan po ang sabi niya. Okay, but do follow us. Spotify, Apple Podcast, we're on YouTube, or kung saan man po kayo pumapodcast. Ako po si Robbie Alampay, Pumapodcast.
Yes, and I'm also Marga Esquilio. Thank you again, Brunch Menu, and also Lunas for the yummy food today.
Mag-meet cute na ako.
Speaking of tuloy mo, kumain ko muna yung ganun, steak. Kumain ka. This is really
Actually,
good.
it's super good. And I was
Yung adobo sa puso. Yung adobo sa
I will
At saka yung
actually
chicharong
try.
bulaklak nila dito. Yung chicharong, habang bata pa kayo. Hindi ka na.